Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are y'all doing? SSK here, and today I am going to be touching on some brand new Marvel Tokon information that just got revealed. Apparently, Marvel Tokon will make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con this year, like actually have a panel. If we're looking at this post right here, it says, heads up, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls will be at SDCC, aka San Diego Comic-Con, on July 23rd to the 26th, hosted by Jam. Our panel featuring Yamanaka Arc, which is the producer of Marvel Tokon, Amber Seeds, hopefully I'm saying that right, Michael Francisco from Marvel Games, Mike Deodato from Marvel Comics as the illustrator, and Josh Keaton, who is the voice actor, I believe, for Spider-Man and Iron Man in Marvel Tokon, will discuss the making of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls and the game's place in the Marvel Universe. Check it out for behind-the-scenes looks and more. The panel will take place on July 23rd at 12 p.m. PDT, Hall H. Stay tuned. So from this post here, it's looking like it's going to be a showcase that's going to talk a little bit about the history of how this game was made, as well as talk about the Earth around the game in terms of the universe and how the characters interact with each other and the story, things of that nature. I'm sure a lot of us are looking forward to seeing the behind the scenes look for this game because boy, it is very insane still that Arc System Works was given the chance to make a Marvel fighting game. But see, it's not just only a behind the scenes look at the game, because apparently we're supposed to be getting some other stuff with this news as well. So they actually had their PlayStation blog talking a little bit about what's going to be at the event for San Diego Comic-Con. Like they're going to have the upcoming Wolverine there. I know a lot of people are excited about that, including myself. God of War Lao Fei, of course, and then Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls Behind the Battle. They're going to be having something there on Thursday, like I said, July 23rd. And it says here, step into the arena with Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, moderated by fighting game commentator and streamer Jam, game producer Takeshi Yamanaka, localization director Amber Seeds, and senior product development manager Michael Francisco take you inside the making of the game and the creation of Marvel Tokon's place in the Marvel Universe. The development team is joined by Mike Deodato, Marvel Comics artist and Knights of Doom illustrator, and voice actor Josh Keaton, Iron Man and Spider-Man, to showcase behind-the-scenes looks and surprise announcements you won't want to miss. Surprise announcements. Now, obviously with Marvel Tokon, we have yet to see a lot of things from this game despite seeing the entire launch roster at the moment. So there's actually a lot that they could show here. First of all, there is them actually announcing a playable champion. Now, obviously, as we all know, Champion of the Universe is the main antagonist of Marvel Tokon, and with some of the recent Arc System Works games, they always make their main antagonist playable once you beat the story mode. For Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, you had to actually beat the story mode in order to unlock Beelzebub, or he would be DLC. Dragon Ball FighterZ also had you unlocking Android 21 by beating the story mode, and I also believe she was DLC as well. And DNF Duel did the same thing too, where you had to play the story mode in order to unlock Lost Warrior. So I think this would be a pretty solid opportunity for Arc System Works to do the same thing for Tokon. I'm actually kind of curious how he would play in the game. Like, would he be like a brawler or something, or maybe like an all-around character? I'm sure he'll be very versatile like the rest of the cast. The other thing I think is going to happen is that they could actually show off the first year DLC. There's 4 characters on that season pass that they have yet to reveal, and we don't exactly know how they're going to do the DLC reveals for this game. I'm not sure if they're going to just show off all 4 characters or do a character at a time. But in terms of who could be on that first year DLC, I do have some characters in mind. First of all, if Champion, of course, is DLC, he will be on that DLC as well. Additionally, for those who don't know, there's actually a Marvel Tokon comic that's going to be releasing alongside the game, and it's Marvel's way of celebrating its release. We got some new screenshots of what's going on with this comic so far, and some of the new characters we got to see was Silver Surfer and Thor. So I imagine we might actually be able to get Silver Surfer and Thor as playable characters. I wouldn't be surprised if they had Thor and Silver Surfer on the same team for some kind of cosmic group that they're making. Then again, I don't know how Champion of the Universe would fit on that team, or if Champion would actually just be a standalone character himself. There's also the promoter that I think they could make playable as well. She actually has fought in the comics before, so there are some things that they can utilize here for her moveset. The only other character I could think of is maybe Cyclops? I don't know, man. A Cyclops reveal at San Diego Comic-Con would cook, especially considering the fact that Marvel Rivals, Cosmic Invasion, and so many other Marvel media recently has been pushing Cyclops so much. And now it's basically Marvel Tokon's turn to do so. The next thing that they could talk about here is single player and online modes. We have yet to see most of the offline and online modes from Marvel Tokon, and I'm pretty sure they are going to cook with that. They are prioritizing a lot of new players coming into this game, so they want to make sure that this isn't just a fighting game, but a game that you can enjoy any kind of way. I'm talking they could have stuff like mini games, co-op mode stuff, all that jazz. And I think that San Diego Comic-Con would be a smart time to show that off, considering the fact that most of the audience over there probably doesn't really play fighting games. So it gives them something to be interested in. And last but certainly not least of what I think could be talked about is the game's region lock issue. Now I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for me to talk about this again. I did make a video about 4 months ago talking about this, but it didn't really get the traction that it needed. Bigger content creators and bigger websites ended up talking about it recently, and that's why it ended up blowing up now. For those unaware, Marvel Tokon is currently unavailable to purchase in about 130 countries due to PlayStation Network not being available in those areas. This is a very huge issue for the game, considering the fact that there will be a lot of Marvel Tokon tournaments held at some of these countries, yet they will not be able to play that game over there, so I feel like what's really the point? EVO was planning to have a tournament for Marvel Tokon in Morocco, but Morocco is one of the countries that Marvel Tokon is currently unavailable in. Now I personally ended up making a petition on change.org that has currently more than 2,000 signatures on it with 1k plus shares and 100 plus comments, and it's looking pretty successful right now. And because so many people spoke out about this, the Marvel Tokon Steam info page has been updated with a good handful of countries that have been removed from the restricted list, including Pakistan, Dominican Republic, Philippines, Lithuania, Egypt, and more. So it's great that Sony is trying to make this game more available in other countries now that people have spoken their concerns. I'm just hoping that all of these restrictions will be turned off before the game releases. So I'm just hoping that this is something that they talk about before release, and if they don't talk about it at San Diego Comic-Con, hopefully during some live stream or something that they do, they can discuss it. Because the game is very exciting, and I would hate for region lock to sour a lot of the taste for a lot of fans. So fingers crossed that this is something they talk about at San Diego Comic-Con. But there you have it, folks. That is the quick news today from Marvel Tokon and my overall thoughts on what could be revealed here. Also, for those of my subscribers who was looking forward to my next video talking about the hints that Silver Samurai could be in the game, look forward to that video dropping sometime this week. That video has been taking a long time to make, but I'm telling you right now, it's for a very worthy reason, because I am proud to announce that I officially got a full-time job. So I'm going to be doing Tokon content and working this full-time job on side by side. So thank you guys for the support on these videos and everything, and I love y'all. Also, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to keep up with me as I make Marvel Tokon videos weekly, or I at least try to. So if that sounds awesome to you, come on and join the ride. It's crazy to think that we're 4 weeks away from the game's release and actually 2 weeks away from the open beta. So definitely, as always, continue to expect some really good content here on this channel. And as always, from me to you, have yourself a blessed day.